What would you say is the best technique to help you keep grounded when you're trying to manage so much?
Well, I think key is that you develop a good relationship with your coworkers.
Wow, that's a large role. How many employees do you have?
The employees it's not as big as the nursing home next door.
One major thing, one lesson over your life, the major thing you want to leave somebody with today.
Honesty. That's all. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Just being honest with yourself and other people.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Blissful Beings. I have a special treat for you today. This is actually a very special podcast episode, probably my favorite guest to ever be on the Blissful Beings. It's my parents, Lorraine and Charlie. Thank you for joining us.
Hello there.
Okay, so we're here with Lorraine and Charlie, and I just wanted to ask them a few questions because they're really the two people in my life, and Janine too. Unfortunately, she's not here with us today, but that really have shaped us into the people we are today. So by asking them about their values, morals that they've instilled with us, we think it would help the rest of our viewers. So we'll start with Mom. So she's currently the director of nursing at St. John Lynn. So tell me a little bit about your role there and your responsibilities and how you instill morals like you did with us with your employees over there.
Well, I've been a nurse for over 40 years, and I've been at St. John Lynn for 20 years. I started out in the adult daycare unit there, and I was there for 15 years. COVID hit, and then I went upstairs to the long-term care. I actually watched the assisted living that's right next door being built, and that's actually where I'm the director of nursing, but it's for the licensed home care service agency that services the residents in the assisted living program.
Wow, that's a large role. How many employees do you have?
The employees it's not as big as the nursing home next door, but I would say between dietary, nursing, my aides, that's who I overlook, my home health aides who service the out. There's about 18 of them, there's 5 in administration, and then of course your dietary people, but that's a separate company.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what would you say is the best technique to help you keep grounded when you're trying to manage so much?
Well, I think key is that you develop a good relationship with your coworkers, number one. So my aides and I, we get along very, very well. They respect me, I respect them. My administrative coworkers, same. You just develop a good working relationship, and once you develop that, it really makes your job a whole lot easier.
Right. And do you relate anything in your job to also raising a family and managing? I'm one of 4, so they've had 4 children. So
well, obviously, being a nurse for over 40 years, I'm a caretaker.
Right.
Okay, so when it was time to marry my best friend, I did want a large family from day one. Okay. I came from a large family. I'm one of 6.
Wow.
So I did want more than just a couple of kids. I wanted more than that. We were ready to stop at 3, but I wanted one more, and thank God I did, because that was Janine.
Yeah.
You know, without me wanting that one more child, Janine wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So, and Janine is also one of the very successful children in my family.
Right. What would you guys, and you could both, either one of you can answer this, what do you think is the main attribute that you both have that made us all 4 children so successful and so driven? What do you think you taught us or instilled in us?
Well, I feel like education was very important, even for my girls. I know years ago they just became housewives. They didn't have to really have a career. Right. The husband always, maintained the finances of it. And the other important thing is grandchildren.
Right. Here comes Billy and Chloe.
Hi, guys.
This is my son, and this is Christina's daughter, my older sister, Chloe. You want to say hi?
So that's what I believe drove my whole family, including my son. I was always a favor of education, and when they graduated high school, I just really hoped, and they seen that I was really trying, that they would go to college and become a little, not a little something, but whatever it is that they enjoy to become.
Right.
But I just was a very good advocate for education, boy or girl.
Plus all our kids were all on sports teams.
Yeah.
So that instills teamwork
Yeah.
and really a drive to achieve the best that you can do in yourself.
Yes.
So I think sports means a lot.
Yeah.
That you join a team, and that works in life and in your work. In Janine's work, she has
Right.
employees. You have employees that you
Right.
work with, and it means a lot because you know how to interact with other people.
So that brings up, Dad, you actually own your own jewelry store. You have employees. So
Right.
the same kind of things that Mom was speaking on, what do you think are the best things that keep the team together, keep everybody on task? What attributes do you have that you share with your team that but makes it work, make things run smoothly, make people work together?
You just have to pick the right people, and you have to get along with them and treat them well. Like Mom says, they have to be good to your employees.
Right. And I think also too, overcoming struggles is something that you guys both have taught us, like that it's not going to always be easy. Like your life, Dad, in particular, losing your brother early.
Yes.
And your parents, like what would you share, you think, as the best advice for our audience of how to overcome such hardship and still move forward?
Well, it's very hard to overcome that, but you just have to live with it mainly.
Right.
So he's always in my heart, and I strive to do better, and just it's always there. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that really.
Yeah, no, it's not easy, and the way you answered it, it just shows it's something that you probably continue to struggle with, But
Well, they're always there. You know what I mean? So you're always thinking about them, no matter what.
Exactly. And I think it helps too, just building a family and surrounding yourselves with more loved ones.
Well,
to support you.
that's the reason we had
Now that
4 kids.
Now that I have 5 grandchildren and 1 on the way, that's my next chapter in life. And I am just so ecstatic about my grandchildren right now.
Right,
Like this is, once I retire, I can't wait to spend more time with them.
Yeah.
I did my due diligence with nursing, and now I want to be a due diligent grandma.
Right. I feel like that's so true. And every chapter of your life, there's new lessons to be learned, and you grow and evolve. So what would you say one thing that, like, from your younger self that you think you've changed that has made you into a better person today because of the experiences and life over time? What's one major lesson that's taught you something?
I feel family is everything. Yeah. Especially, I love my own family growing up, but when you develop your own family with children and grandchildren, you just feel so blessed and so thankful. So nowadays, I'm so much more thankful for everything that I have.
Right.
Where when you're young and you're growing up, you don't see that thankfulness or that you're so blessed with certain things until you're actually getting older and these wonderful miracles are coming into your life.
Right. Yeah, I think gratitude and thanks for the blessings is so important, and just reminding yourself how blessed you are, because sometimes days are hard and it's hard to see the good, and I think that's very important. What about you, Dad? What do you think is a major thing?
Honesty. That's all.
Oh,
That's
I
all.
love
That's
that.
all I can think of.
Yeah.
Just being honest with yourself and other people.
Yeah, honesty, kindness, and doing the right thing. Because when you don't do the right thing, it causes guilt or shame.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. So honesty is the main thing in my life.
Yeah.
You know, and being truthful to people.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, I feel like that's the major lessons both my parents have left with me, and I feel like that is what guided me throughout the rest of my life, is building a family, bringing support next to you, kindness, being honest and true to people, and treating other people like family. Because then the more you grow your network, the more you partner with other people, it's going to help build your life and surround it with love and kindness. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you found some inputs from my parents, because I definitely have along my journey. And I hope we see you guys again soon. Thanks so much for watching and being a Blissful Beings subscriber. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.